fuck you, Tony. Got a group of failures and they're all my friends. Got a group of drinks and the bottles never end. And the night's gotta rock, gotta roll, and they gotta do fun. In the heart of no morals, babe, well, you're gonna get stuck.
All right, we're recording. Let me. That's good right there. All right.
There you go. We good. We recording now, baby.
Good.
Yeah.
Introduce this shit, bitch. I ain't got time for this.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Joint Narcissism's hostful episode. And this is Tony Rage. Thank you guys again for tuning in. With me, I got Ray, Danielle, Rob from Random Ramblings. What is this with all the toys? Jeez. And I got Jay Sandlin again.
Man, shit.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Let's show. Okay, here's like some weed. You want to see some weed?
Is it a state-to-state transfer if you show it to me on Skype?
No, because sadly.
I do live in Alabama, and Jeff Sessions is from here, so I thought that might be a guarantee.
Slightly less. More terrible than heroin. What is that? Is that your cum? Was that your cum snot rag deal?
That was
yeah. That's exactly what it
is.
is.
Cum room.
You're in my cum room. Welcome.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh.
That's a secret. It's a secret. No one's supposed to know we spend most of our time jacking off in the studio.
Oh.
I mean, what do you think I come down here for? I gotta go record a spot. I'll be right back. No, I don't do that shit.
Down here.
Yeah, right? Don't come down here.
What is up, you guys? Let's get this podcast started.
All right,
I haven't put an episode out in like a week. So what's up? What's going on? How's your weather in Alabama, Jay?
Rager? What's that?
All right, today the weather started out kind of cool, rainy. By the time I got out of the Target parking lot at 2 o'clock, I was sweating. I was wanting to get home and turn on
Georgia?
the AC. It's ridiculous. It's schizophrenic weather down here.
Yeah. What about you, B-Rob?
Same here in Texas, but inside my house at all times it is a balmy 70 degrees, so I walk around with coats and long sleeve shirts on anyway.
Hold on, what the fuck? It's 70 degrees in
house.
Rob, it's 70 degrees in your house and you're walking around with a fucking coat?
Damn right, these tropical people.
Oh gosh. Dude, it's 70 degrees. We're in tank tops and shorts. We're going swimming.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. If it's a degree 70 or below, I'm fucking cold.
Does that say Earth
Did you have
crack?
a nice St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I podcast
Texas.
How's the hold on?
Texas on St. Patrick's Day.
You're drunk.
Probably the same thing as everybody else drink, but we probably drink in more massive quantities because Texas is bigger than everybody else.
Bullshit. Y'all shoot guns and kill leprechauns and kill
Shoot pigs from helicopters.
anything that is green. Y'all don't give a fuck.
I made sure I had green. Motherfucker would probably ran up on me and be like, you ain't got no green, motherfucker. Pop, pop, pop.
Good shot.
That's some real shit right there.
I feel like whoever shot you should like have an Irish accent though if it happened on St. Patrick's Day.
It's a leprechaun.
I be going to motherfucker.
That's a far better accent than I could have done. Wow.
Oh shit.
How's the weather over there, you guys? You guys are all geared up with your jackets. You look
Because
cold.
it's cold as fuck in New York. Dude, all right.
Dude,
first of all,
Oh.
We're in New York, right? Now, 3 days ago, we got 2.5 feet of snow. And then today, it snowed a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's a lot of fucking snow, Rob. No, that's my dick.
Lucky.
The other big one was the snow. The little
From the
ones,
ground.
you know, I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, point is, it snowed a lot. So where our studio is, it's in my basement, and it's cold as shit down here. So
Yeah,
you're welcome.
we have to bundle up. You know,
My studio's in the attic, and it's hot as shit.
you're in
I was about
California.
to say you look like you're in Kevin McAllister's attic from Home
Alec.
Alone 1. Alec.
Yeah. Yeah, I even got a wood-burning stove.
Oh, gosh. I got to take a shot for that one.
Go ahead. I'm drinking. I'm taking a drink, too. Take a drink.
I'll take a drink, too. I got Jack and Coke here, so.
I don't have a
What are you doing, Rob?
I got...
my iPhone.
Oh, shit. He taking down gigabytes.
Quit.
He don't give a shit. So we were just
Let me
talking
get a shot of that
about...
giga.
Hold on. We were just talking about Iron Fist, right? Now we just started watching that show today. We got to episode 3.
4. I think we're
Episode
in
4. Episode 3 ended pretty fucked up. No, it was episode I don't know, maybe 4 ended up fucked up. I don't even know. All I know is I think the show is the shit, and I don't even know anything about the storyline. I don't know comic books. I don't know any of that stuff. But I was like, what?
Yeah.
This show is awesome. Yeah. And when we first started watching, by the way, I said to Danielle, well, actually, she's like, oh no, is this another Marvel comic booky thing? But it was good. It was really fucking good.
Yeah.
I was happy with it.
You gotta check out the other ones.
Let me ask you a question, Ray. Speaking as someone that has not watched the show yet, but I've followed Iron Fist as a comic character for many years.
Pew, pew.
So Iron Fist is a master of martial arts, and he's got this iron hand. But it's not magic. He develops it through training, right?
No.
He focuses his chi into his
It's not
fist.
through.
Right,
It's not.
he does it through training.
No.
Magical dragons called
That's
Porch.
not it.
There's a trial. It's a trial. It's not magic. It's chi. It's the life force. And the only person that can do this is the Iron Fist, and the only person that becomes the Iron Fist is the person that successfully makes it through the trial and does not die.
Oh,
And then once he makes it
Highlander, there can be only one.
very similar, yeah.
Okay,
And-
that's not what I understood from the comics. I understood from the comics, or some of them at least, that Iron Fist was something anyone could be with enough training, like a board breaker.
No, he's a living weapon, and he's the guardian of Quan Lang, whatever the fuck that place is. It's a mystical, interdimensional city.
Yeah, the
that's
7th
ruled by
level
monks
of heaven or some nonsense like that.
Yeah, it's
There's levels of heaven.
Yeah.
In
I
the
mean,
show
if you
there
think
is.
of it,
Is some of it less heavenly than others?
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, you got the projects, and then you
yeah, there you go. There you go.
What did the
You got the
people
hood
in
in heaven?
Projects of Heaven think about that top level? I mean, I don't know.
Tupac and Biggie got some beef with all them motherfuckers up there. They just
Right?
Illuminati.
Ghetto.
Now, heaven says that wouldn't Tupac and Biggie be in the nice part of heaven?
No.
Nah, they probably
I doubt they would even be in heaven. Like, if that shit was real, I doubt they would even be there. They were gangsters. They've done some pretty shady things.
No, it depends on whose qualifications you're asking about. If there's an instant forgiveness absolution qualification, that they're in.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's about the works issue, then they might have some issues. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's a definite bitch quota, going up there. And they said bitch a lot of times.
So wait, when you get to the pearly gates and St. Peter's reading all the shit you did in your life, and he's like, and you said bitch, and you said bitch, and you said it again.
Like a million times.
Yeah, and a million times later, he's like, and what do you have to say for yourself? And he's like, bitch, please, let me the fucking, I ain't got no time for this. I got no time for this. So he lets him in like the first level, which is the ghetto. That's where you don't get shit. You're just in there with the masses, like whatever.
It's Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
Gen
Gen
Pop.
Pop.
Yeah. In Dante's Inferno, the Divine Comedy back in the way back hundreds of years ago, the first level of hell was for the righteous pagans, the people who were in limbo, the babies that
Purgatory.
weren't baptized, and people who lived a good life but never, I don't know, dedicated
Accepted
their
it.
lives to the right religion, I guess. Yeah. That was who Dante met in the first level.
Isn't that
Virgil the
purgatory? Isn't that purgatory? The first level?
Purgatory is above hell, if I'm not mistaken. Because
Because you can still get into heaven from purgatory as long as you complete
actually, you
your
can get into
trials.
purgatory from hell. The Hell's Gate to Purgatory is under Lucifer in the 9th circle of the Divine Comedy, if I'm not mistaken.
I gotta read that shit.
Written by Mel Brooks.
No.
Who the fuck is Mel Brooks?
Our grandson is named
Dante.
after that divine. Yeah, Dante is our grandson's name. He's named after that.
He is.
Yeah.
He's named after Dante's Inferno. Yes.
Well, that's a strong. Either he's going to be, I don't know, whatever they're going to have for the 21st century version of goth. Is it emo scene?
No, emo was 90s.
What's the next?
Yeah, I don't even think there's a name for it anymore. I really don't think
the name goth anymore.
No, that was like
even
the
people
80s,
that dress
90s,
goth.
and then it became emo, and then it turned into whatever the fuck it is today. Like,
I live in Alabama, so trends move at a glacial speed. So we were still calling people goths in the 90s.
You come to New York, we'd be like, "What the fuck, goth? We haven't seen one of them in forever."
I did come to New York, and you were all like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I showed up when I was 14. I was 14, 15, and you remember OJ's lawyer, Johnny Cochran, passed away in 2000s. All right, whatever that day was, I was in New York City, 15 or 16 years old, standing in the subway, and I look at a man next to me holding a newspaper, and Cochran's death is the story, and I just say to him, "Oh, wow, Johnny Cochran, he died." And he just looks at me like, "Get the fuck out of my face, kid."
It's like, fucking talk to me. I don't fucking know you.
You know who that guy was, right? Look right above me. That was that guy right there.
I guess.
Get the fuck away from me, kid.
Actually.
But back to Iron Fist. We started yesterday morning at 10 a.m. and we finished all 13 episodes at like midnight.
No fuck. You watched the whole shit in one day?
Left.
You some bad motherfuckers.
Like,
it's so good.
Yeah.
Look, I did
It
like
is
this.
good.
I was like,
So wait, you guys are
Iron
giving
Fist come out today.
you guys are giving Iron Fist good reviews.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
definitely a watch.
So wait,
Yeah.
Rob.
If Ray says it's good, it's like across the board for everyone because Ray doesn't like shit.
I
Ray
don't.
don't watch shit
I
either.
don't. I don't watch it. I usually don't get engaged in shit. I actually went upstairs to take a nap when we started watching it, and I laid down. She puts on Iron Fist, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is really good. What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, you gotta check out the other ones because all of the Marvels and Netflix are all connected.
Yes, I heard that.
You know what hooked me though? As soon as the motherfucker started, it was playing goddamn Outkast, Fresh and So Cool.
Yeah,
Right? I mean, I was like, what?
And it's so good. Because he listened to that for 15 years. Those same songs for 15 years.
Well, listen, you know,
Yeah, it's
all he's
I
got.
I want to get in a plane crash and go learn kung fu at some fucking monastery. Yeah, you know?
Hadouken, Sonic Boom.
Yeah. Like channel my chi into my penis.
Yeah, see, I mean, but that was like, for him, it was the luck of the draw because the opening to Wan Lin or whatever the hell the place was, the passageway only opens every 15 years.
Yep.
And so when this plane crashed, it just so happened to be that 15th year, and the monks found him in the snow after the plane crash, and they brought him in. So he was stuck there for 15 years training. And then when that 15 year came around again, that's when he snuck out.
Yeah.
Well, having said
and his
that,
homeboys all butthurt about it.
So you're telling me that it's just happenstance that he becomes Iron Fist?
correct.
Well,
yes.
it's destiny. It's destiny because in Marvel, nothing happens on accident. It's always destiny
Now, in the
intertwined.
comic books, the divine force behind the Marvel universe are sometimes depicted as being the Celestials, and a Celestial's head was shown in Guardians of the Galaxy, where they made that cantina-style place. So I don't know if those are the people that are guiding the fate. I don't know if it's
Isn't Guardians of the Galaxy DC?
No, Guardians of the Galaxy is
It's Marvel?
So
Okay.
technically speaking, the Guardians of the Galaxy movie and the stuff in Iron Fist all happened in the same universe, right?
Yeah, it should, unless they try to do it like they did with the Flash. How they got like Supergirl. How Flash had to travel to a different universe, a different Earth to be with Supergirl. That shit bugs me because that's not the comics.
From what I
That is
understand,
very much the comics now from the multiverse perspective. Like,
Yeah,
there was Infinite Crisis. When you have Infinite Crisis in DC Comics, which means they've boggled down their stories and they're going to reboot them every few years, they have an Infinite Crisis where all the multiverses collide and we start over with a new Earth so they can tell the same stories.
Okay.
yeah,
That
from
clears
what I
it up.
understand, everything that's on Netflix right now are intertwined. They kind of like happening one after another as far as seasons go. But from the first Netflix series of Marvel, which is Daredevil, it happened right after, I think, the second Avengers movie.
I think it was the first Avengers
the
movie
first one.
because
Yeah, the
on the
first or the
first
second, yeah.
episode of Daredevil, where Murdoch and Foggy are going to look at a landlord spot for their practice, the realtor says avoided the blast of New York, the Battle of New York.
Yeah.
And that was the original Avengers with Loki's stuff.
Yeah.
So all those take place,
Yeah, and they
after
all
this
refer to
first
that.
Avengers movie.
They all refer to that.
Yeah, well, yeah, because in their world, that was like their 9/11 or their Pearl
That was the Big Bang. Yeah. That was the beginning.
They mentioned in the show that they refer to it as what, the event?
The event.
Or the event, and they're like they don't say what the event is, but they reference it in the show, and they also set up a lot with the Defenders, and they set up a lot with the Avengers, which you don't know, like they're just throwing references, and I had to look it up because I was like, what the fuck are they talking about here? So I went online and I just kind of searched around, like, okay, what does this phrase mean? And there's tons of like fan sites that look at it and they're like, oh, that they're referring to X, and they're referring to Y, and and I'm like, oh, okay. So this shit is all connected to other things.
Yeah, because they got a diagram that's floating around right now. It maps out all the Marvel movies and including the TV shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all those things. And they map them out in the chronological order that they happen, so you can watch them all as they go through and shit. And I thought that was pretty damn cool.
They even got like drawings of the entire universe and every character and every storyline. Like, it's on the internet. I found it on the app that I talked about previously, Stumble Upon. And you can just scroll around. It's like a gigantic image, so you have to scroll around on the screen on this image. And you can go to each character, and it'll go to their storyline, and then it's like this giant fucking diagram of everything. And it's very complicated and confusing.
Now,
and I think that's what the comparison that you made with DC. DC doesn't want to do any of that. They just want to make movies independently, keep their television programming independent. That's why they have the multiverse idea, and that's why Flash did the crossover to visit Supergirl, because one was on NBC and one was on the CW. Of course, then Supergirl got moved to the CW. So they're still maintaining. It is, and they're still maintaining the different universes of Supergirl and the Flash.
Yeah.
Next week they're going to have the all musical episode, though.
No.
Now, Grant
Why
Gustin and
did they do
Melissa
that?
Benoist.
Because
they
it's
have
Hollywood.
a past. Well, no, it's because they have a past as being stars of Glee, and they're bringing back a Glee star to be the villain, the Music Meister, in that episode.
Well, let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this, right? So all of these shows cross-connect with each other, right? All the Marvel ones I'm talking about. So, like, when they're setting up the Defenders, is it worth watching all of the other shows so that I understand what's going on? Or just because I like this show, I can just stick with this show and it's fine? Rob's shaking his head like, no.
Watch them all. Because
it's better if you watch them all, because
you won't get everything unless you see them all. Like how characters cross over from Daredevil to Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Jessica Jones has been my number one so far.
I really like Jessica. I think you would like Jessica Jones, because she carries that I fuck the bullshit.
Absolutely.
We watched that whole one because Doctor Who was in it. Outside of that, I didn't know who she was.
He was in it.
Yeah,
and he was so good. He's such a good actor.
He really
David
is.
Tennant.
I think we've talked about that.
Such a good
His
actor.
character was it was very much about abuse and
manipulation.
Manipulation, control.
Just like in Iron Fist, the dad.
Yeah.
Super manipulative.
Oh yeah, Manipples.
Dr. Manipples.
But I watched Arrow for a while and then I stopped watching it. I was watching Arrow in the beginning when it first came on, and I watched Daredevil for a little while too. But
I couldn't get into it.
Has had great moments. I'm not going to say they're past their great moments on Arrow. I do say I find myself having that as my show I keep on while I play on my phone.
Yeah.
Then it's not that great. Yeah.
I'm getting the gist of what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Arrow has felt like every season they have to maintain this gimmick of having an A storyline and then a B storyline 5 years before. And it's almost getting so
flashbacks get old.
I really just tune out the flashbacks all season, so I'm sure I'm missing things.
Yeah, I like how they did that in Iron Fist. They kept the flashbacks to a minimum and real choppy, real quick. The flashbacks, there's his little panicking that he does I like that.
Yeah,
when
like
you
I
get
like flashbacks in general. That was what Arthur Miller was known for as a playwright, where the flashbacks and like Death of a Salesman. Even Shakespeare did some. But that being said, if I use flashbacks, but if it's not warranted, if it feels forced, it's obvious, and that's where Arrow's gotten for me.
Yeah.
whenever you get to episode 8 of Iron Fist, they're gonna have a dude in there doing the drunken boxing, and it's gonna kick ass.
My favorite. That's
That's the Bruce Lee
Since-
style. Yeah.
since I was like, no, Jack. It's the drunken monkey.
Yeah, the
It's
drunken
the Jackie Chan made it famous. Jackie Chan made it famous in one of his earlier films, but that's a real kung fu style, and I've always been in love with it because what you said about Bruce Lee, it falls into Bruce Lee's famous line is "Be water, my friend," and there is no more fluidity than when you're drunk. Your body is the most fluid when you're drunk. There's no restriction. You just fucking make a choice, and and it's unpredictable, so it makes it a perfect kung fu to attack because you can't predict it. That's why I like the drunken monkey fighting style.
But Bruce Lee never claimed a single style.
No, he meshed them all together.
Yeah, Jeet Kune Do was his fusion of all styles and no styles.
He had a
It's
hodgepodge.
Such an incredible human being, just like mentally and physically.
The greats die at a young age.
Yeah,
Always.
Unfortunately.
My wife is in love with Bruce Lee, man.
I wanted to name my son Bruce Lee.
Like,
No, that was
you don't understand.
They didn't let me. I
Wow.
really wanted to name him Bruce
You know
Lee.
what? Thank God, Tony.
Have you seen Bruce Lee's wife? She's redheaded, freckled, very Irish. She was his karate student, and that was how they met.
Oh, wow.
He
Is that how
demonstrated
Ray
a
and
move
Danielle
on
met?
her.
Oh yeah, he demonstrated 2 moves on it.
That's how they know what
It did.
The
That's how you
1-inch
know
punch.
babies. That's how that works,
Give you this junior code.
He's like, wow, you get baby. That's how it works. That's how that works.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
We're awful with that. We just automatically go right to
Yeah.
the gutter.
Yeah, you got immediately to the
Right?
gutter.
Right to the dick.
Semen,
It's always about. Earlier, before we started, I was talking to Rob about how I'm gonna do like a wall-mounted computer monitor deal. You know how you take it out of the computer box and you put it all on a piece of board so it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have this new conductive paint you can buy, and you can paint with it, and then you can connect wires to it. And then we're talking about drawing dicks on the wall and connecting the cords to the shaft.
Can you help me with that, actually?
Look, he still got the goddamn mount.
What is
I've been trying
that?
to put it together for weeks. I can't figure it out.
God damn, you look like a coal
What is
miner
it?
and shit, like
It looks like a street sign.
I was digging for iron. Yeah, I'm digging for Iron Fist.
Digging for Iron Fist.
And you know what would be cool? To do a comic on podcast to make us superheroes, podcasters. That'd be
Okay,
tight.
what would your power be?
Fuck.
He would be weed
I would
man.
be. I'm a problem solver. Like my natural gift in life is being a problem solver. That's what I'm good at. Just figuring
Problem
shit out.
solver. I have a character like that, and no joke, her name is the Calculator.
Oh,
But she
shit.
There you
does it
go.
through these she's got imitation game type powers. She has that type of mind.
Simulating.
Calculate.
Numbers are her language. Yeah, there you go. Let's do that. Do that. That's
I'm more of a Sherlock Holmes. I got ADD, so I'm like hyper vigilant. I'm always looking at shit.
All right, let's keep going down. What other superpowers would we have?
Nunchucks made out of microphones, and I would just whip people in the face.
Let's have a conversation. We don't need a fight. Let's have a
It'd
conversation.
be like our Panthro, right? Didn't Panthro on the Thundercats use the nunchucks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can shoot
Thundercats.
them motherfuckers and-
I loved Panthro. Panthro in the Thundercats comic book gets married to Cheetara, so he hit that.
Of course, the black guy gets the hot one. Of course.
You said that,
Of
not
course.
me.
Hey, man. Everybody knows who watched Thundercats. Pantera was black. And he was the coolest one, and that's not on coincidence.
He was the only gray fucking Thundercat. Everybody else was orange and shit. He used like dark gray.
Actually, what color was Jaga? Well, Jaga was translucent because he was the
He was
ghost.
he was just like a big white guy.
No,
He didn't even look like a Thundercat.
That was why when he would show up on Third Earth, they'd look at him and say, "You ain't from around here, are you?"
Thundercats.
It's like showing up in the South.
Man, I need to come back. I need to go back and watch that. I can.
No, Ray. If you were a podcast comic character, what would your powers be?
Superpower.
Oh shit. A podcast.
Shit. All right, shit is your power. That'll be fine.
It probably would be too. I'd be awful.
You show up in the panel. You show up in the panel, and maybe you're just a big pile of shit, like the Human Torch.
No, I would just shit on the floor. That would be my thing. So,
Shit on the floor.
no, my super defense would be like as soon as somebody show up and we're about to battle, I just drop a deuce right on the floor. And people are like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And they run away because they're like, "I don't want to deal with this right now. I gotta go." And I'm like, "All right."
Or
I will know that I have been successful if I ever get a screen adaptation of Shit Ray going out with a super CGI douche that falls at like bullet speed.
that'd be the thing. That'd be the thing. You'd be like you can manipulate the powers of the poo or whatever. You can like make it form into different weapons. You have like
The
a big
powers?
shit hammer.
The powers of the poo.
I'd probably make you like the fecal matter equivalent of Swamp Thing.
Oh
my God.
All right. In all fairness, though, you would not want to fight if I could manipulate my poo into a hammer. And I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. You'd be like, you know what? No,
Why
we're
do you
good.
think primates do it? I mean,
Right?
monkeys use poo to mark their territory, to fight off
Exactly.
rivals. So there's something to that.
Are you
could
saying?
be like the Lion King? You could take some poo on your thumb and be like, "Sim."
Holy shit!
We will be passing Lion King checks for years for this one.
That is the funniest shit I ever heard.
Oh my God.
So we had Shit Thing, we had Nunchuck-a-phone, and what was yours? You were the
Problem solver.
The problem solver.
Yeah, I'm like Sherlock Holmes.
All right, so hold on.
Not so bad. We could call you PS.
Piece of shit. POS is on.
Tony. So I show up, right? We're in a bar somewhere, we're hanging out, and all of a sudden I just pull out a dirty thumb with shit on it, and I just rub it across your forehead like Simba.
We merge. You turn into like a Sherlock Holmes fucking piece of shit that solves
I don't even
crime.
tell you nothing. I just do it. You're like, oh shit.
Baby.
And what about you, Jay? What would be your superpower?
God.
Oh, well, I would have to be like the Charles Xavier of the group, and I would kind of have the telepathy, and I would coordinate from my rolling chair. I can walk, I just don't feel like it.
Bullshit. No,
if you walk, you can't use your
his
powers.
You're paralyzed. That's it. You're paralyzed. That's the trade-off.
There have
Man,
been
it's hot.
times where Charles has become unparalyzed and kept his powers.
Yeah, but
that's
very
Yeah, but it didn't last very long.
That's like on the convoluted version when they couldn't think of no storylines to come up with like, he go on.
Actually, that would be like the X3 version where they brought Charles back to life and never really explained it, but they made a lame excuse that he put his brain in his twin brother's body.
Since when did he have a twin?
They just made it up.
Well, it was.
It doesn't matter.
They never came out and said it was his twin, but he said that there was a man with brain damage under the care of a doctor, and then at the post-credits scene of X3, you hear his voice coming from that man.
What? See, that's
they
why I
made that-
stopped watching. It was too much for me to follow her. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? This is too much.
The point is, he comes back. So he comes back later, but he's
Just to
still
die again later.
Well, no, he's still in a wheelchair. So did the identical twin also need a wheelchair?
They didn't. A lot of the X-Men movies, I don't think they fully thought it through. I think they're just pushing product.
No, because all those properties that fell up under Fox or whatever with the X-Men movies and the Spider-Man movies, it's like, we got this property from Marvel for this amount of time, and we're gonna lose the contract if we don't make movies. So let's have to make these fucking movies.
Which has been the reason for every Fantastic Four movie.
Exactly.
Terrible.
Which has been the reason for 3 different Spider-Mans so far.
Wait. Hold on. Were the Fantastic Four movies bad? Because I saw the first one. I didn't think it was that bad.
First one.
The
first one was bad.
If you're referring to the first one with Jessica Alba in the 2000s, it wasn't that bad. No,
I didn't like it.
Silver
Was Jessica
Surfer
Alba?
is typically considered bad, and then they had to make another movie before the contract ran out, so they made this one, which was bad. But years before that, in the 80s or 90s, there was a Fantastic Four movie made that nobody's really known.
Yeah, I didn't know.
know. Yeah, they know. So, I mean, they made that one just to keep the contract.
Huh. Okay. I didn't even know about that one.
I
So
didn't either.
Yeah, because I mean, this was like.
I don't think you can find it. Like, I think it looks like something they made in their backyards.
Yeah, because this is like before the time before Marvel became a movie powerhouse and they made their own studio and shit.
Yeah.
So like they were just like licensing out all their properties to other companies and everything for them to make movies with. So that's why
I
all
would-
the X-Men's and the Spider-Mans ain't about shit.
I
All
would
right, quick question.
say Blade turned that around for them.
Yeah, Blade did, but quick question. What was the first Marvel movie produced?
What?
The Blob. I don't know.
Howard the Duck.
No.
I was
What?
hoping that
Really?
would be the answer.
I
And
love
that's-
Howard the
that's-
Duck.
You know,
That's Guardian of the Galaxy's dad, isn't it? The one dude?
It was Howard the Duck, and it was made in 1986. It was the first Marvel movie they put out.
That was a badass movie.
that's
I don't
the-
care what anybody says. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
I didn't see it, so I can't agree.
I got it on Blu-ray.
so
baby.
how do you feel about the duck-human sex scenes in that movie?
That was weird. You know what? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in many, many years. The only thing I really remember from it was the theme song at the end. Howard the Duck. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, hold on,
Yeah.
Jay. I can tell you this. At the time, it never really occurred to me that it was a duck human sex scene because I just didn't. I glossed over it like, oh, this is just what happens. The good guy gets the girl. That was it. You know what I mean? It never really occurred to me that like
It would almost
this
be
is a
like
duck.
That's a
It
good.
would almost be like if it would almost be like if Puppet Yoda from Empire Strikes Back just started humping Luke on the back. I mean, it would go over about as well. It would go over just about as well.
But again,
Just dick
no.
must.
take this dick
There is no try.
yeah, there is no try. Just do.
Or like the sex scene from Chucky's Bride.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That one even like gives you a kind of a silhouette. Doesn't she make a comment about I don't know if it's that movie or the second one with her, but she makes a comment about how puppet sex was better with the plastic over the wooden parts.
I don't know.
There's comments about that.
Again, I never
I
saw
didn't
that
see that
movie,
one.
so
Huh? What the fuck? The puppet sex? Over the women?
oh,
That was what we were talking about in Bride.
These
of Chucky.
concepts. Yeah, it's just, why didn't they think of this when they were making it? Why did they not know that it was stupid?
Apparently, they would have to petition the union for a puppet sex choreographer.
Oh my God. So how many jobs were created for that?
Well, hell, look at,
They had to hire a specialist.
Team America. Yeah.
Team America? Yep, same deal. They had an NC-17 rating at one point for puppet
Yes.
sex.
that's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Puppets was peeing and pooping on each other.
Okay. Hold on.
Faces of their own puppets. I mean,
Yeah.
So going back to that, right? When they first proposed this idea, and somebody says like, "Look, we need a puppet sex choreographer to deal with this," and they're like, we don't have that. There's no such thing." And then they're like, "Rob, can you do it?" And Rob's like, "Yeah, I could do that shit." That means that works. And then all of a sudden, he's the expert on puppet sex.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. Just fake it till you make it, right?
That's it. Next thing you know, Rob's getting calls from all kinds of movies. Like, you want to do this one too? And he's like, I guess so.
And, you know, it
Imagine that.
Get to a
On
point
a
where
resume.
I got too much clout and shit. I don't even do my own work. I just stand there and watch other people do it. I'll be like, all right, that didn't
Yeah.
look too natural. You need to move the leg a little more this way. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Then he's like,
puppet
nah. A real puppet wouldn't do it that way. A real puppet would do it like this. It's like, wait, what
All
the
right.
fuck? How do you even know that?
Look at my reference material. When I go through these motions, I use Pinocchio as a reference. I use the Puppet Master franchise. I use those doll movements in my repertoire.
Exactly.
Okay. Taking it back. Puppet Master. Holy shit. I think I saw that when I was like 6.
I love
Damn.
Puppet Master. I like the one with the black coat and the knife
Yeah,
hands.
the knife hands.
And the white face. He looks kind of like Mr. Moon or the Moon Man meme.
Oh yeah, from McDonald's.
Yeah, from McDonald's, but doesn't he also sing like really racist songs?
Oh. Yeah, like the frog from the WB. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Oh, shit.
Oh, down.
How did they get away with that for so fucking long, by the way? Because they
Culture.
played that every day for probably 10 straight years.
Because nobody knew. Nobody knows anything.
It was just a beloved character from the Warner Brothers franchise.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
love
did you
that
guys-
frog. That frog is great. Next thing you know, it's like,
Shit.
Did you guys see the people going crazy over St. Patrick's Day now, the social justice warriors?
Well, nah, but-
No.
About St. Patrick's Day is a white nationalist holiday.
Oh, boo.
say what
Everybody
now?
gotta bring some shit.
Yeah.
How does that figure?
I don't know. I don't know, 'cause it's so-
Irish were at the bottom rung of white people supremacy.
For a long time. They were slaves. They were slaves.
Yeah, I was going to
See, I
say,
don't-
at one point, they were treated, I mean, like dog shit. Nobody gave a fuck
Yes.
about the Irish.
They were slaves,
Hey,
but they,
rednecks.
Yeah, they were slaves a lot
Rednecks.
in the islands. That's why a lot
So
of
that was
yeah.
So they was in the projects when they got through the gates up top.
Yup.
That's right, yeah.
I would like to think they would be rewarded with being the highest, since they were the lowest on, Earth. But that's kind of a Hinduistic reincarnation idea
Yeah.
for heaven. But
And all
Did
I
you
know
know-
is they like Lucky Charms, green, potatoes, and drinking.
And redneck.
And fighting.
The term redneck.
Yeah.
The redneck came from Irish, from the Irish farmers.
Yep. And hillbilly came from the Irish.
And hillbilly, yep.
Yep.
was that
Irish-
the
I
Red
didn't know
Hand
that.
of Ireland?
Red hand.
I don't know, what is that?
That was
What does that mean?
government.
Red Hand of Ireland. Yeah.
Is that was their government, huh?
No,
Wasn't
I
it
know.
a revolution, a rallying call, or
It
I
had
don't know.
something
like
to do with
banner,
that.
maybe?
It did. I don't know all the details.
But-
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard
Me
that
either.
before, so I don't know.
But I
Maybe-
found
I mean, the Irish,
I need a young Jamie.
The Irish in general are just an impoverished type group, and they are always fighting against a larger force, it seems.
I don't know if so much anymore. Maybe,
No,
in, Ireland, maybe in Ireland, not in America.
Depends who you ask. I guess depends
Yeah.
who you ask. There's still like the independent Ireland groups that are pretty radical, so they'd probably have their own ideas.
That's
yeah, they're
true.
radical. They drink beer and fight.
Exactly.
Well, that's
Stop drinking Guinness.
or keep drinking Guinness. That's what made him so fucking tough and so badass, man. People don't understand that being the underdog like that for so long is what makes somebody great. The pressure, like a diamond. You know what I mean?
Time, right? Like a
I'm telling you, man, all this stupid shit that's going on right now, it's gonna change. And
Well, I mean, pride in being, saying it's white supremacy to have pride in being, an impoverished group or a suppressed group. No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's stupid. There's somebody that don't know shit what they talk about, and they just got to say some shit to make some other people mad.
Yeah. And everybody falls for it.
I don't
I'm
know
trying to
that
find some
everybody
history.
does, though. I think no. I don't think everybody falls for it. I think the vocal minority that gets the press falls for it, and they start screaming.
you're right, it
shit.
is a vocal minority.
Yeah, and I think that people start screaming shit because they're getting attention, and they like the attention, so they keep screaming that shit. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, they're on the news. They're the ones that's out in charge, and like, yeah, you're doing it. Yeah,
Can one
tell
of them,
'em,
the
you know?
majority walk up to them and be like, can you shut the fuck up already?
No, the majority doesn't have the fucking. Hold on, the majority doesn't have the time to go after these people to say, "Hey, do that," because they're too busy with their own bullshit. They got to pay bills.
Retweeting and shit.
Yeah, they got to pay bills. They got to work. They got to they got a
They gotta
family.
check their
They don't
Facebook.
got time for that shit.
Their Instagram.
Fast
Snapchat.
forward, hold on. Fast forward a few years later, and now we got Trump, and he's making America great. So don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fixed.
He's the one that got me Iron Fist on Netflix. Damn it!
Yep.
You
You're
damn
welcome.
right. You
He
damn
got
right.
Dave Chappelle back in the comedy scene. God damn it!
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna
It's gonna be
great.
amazing.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be bigly.
Wrong. Wrong.
It's gonna be bigly, yeah.
Wrong.
Sad. Sad.
You know, Fake
So-
news.
Speaking of Trump and parodies, I just love Melissa McCarthy playing Sean Spicy.
She did a good
on
job.
SNL. Have you guys
She did a
seen
good
that?
job.
I have not.
Yeah.
We
so
don't. We don't
funny.
actually.
that when you get a chance.
We'll have to YouTube it because we don't have television.
Yeah, we don't have regular cable. We only do streaming
Whoop,
stuff.
whoop. Neither
And-
do we.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. You live in New York. You can just go to Saturday Night Live.
Fuck that shit. You know what? Saturday Night Live to me hasn't been funny in 25 years. I just don't find it funny.
No.
Yes,
no.
yes,
We're
and
gonna
yes.
retract that statement. It hadn't been funny since Dave Chappelle was on it a couple months ago. Then
All right, you're right. You know what? I did see his skits, and he was fucking hilarious on that show. He was.
Exactly.
He was great. He nailed it. But outside of him, there wasn't really anything that I'd be like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, if you
Exactly.
The
remember...
Rick James and the Charlie Murphy will always be my favorite.
Oh yeah.
And you know he hates that shit.
No, and... No,
It's
my
the-
favorite
It's what he's known
skit...
for now.
My favorite skit from Dave Chappelle is the Clayton Bigsby skit, the black white
Show us your
supremacist.
face.
Show us your face, Clayton. And he's like, you want to see my face? He pulls off his fucking hood, and then the white guy's head explodes.
Yeah. And then-
So
and
the
then
funniest shit I ever saw
divorced
in my
his
life.
wife.
Oh, dude, it was
But
great.
out of that Dave Chappelle show, you know who really suffered more from that shit?
Who?
It was Little John. Because Lil Jon was just recently on The Talking Dead. He was a guest on, after The Walking Dead. And
Yeah.
whatever. And somebody in the crowd, I think Chris Hardwick did the like how Dave Chappelle was doing. He's like, no,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that
Oh
shit.
my god.
He's
I
like,
tell you
"Don't do
what,
I was, Chappelle put him on the map, though. He would not have been nearly
Yeah.
as famous.
I don't know.
that."
I
he was
think
famous
even
down south.
Neil
He
Brennan
had
and
some good
Chappelle.
music.
You know,
I
a
don't
white
know
guy
about
wrote.
About Little John, I think about Dave Chappelle.
White guy wrote most of those jokes, right? You guys know that, right? Neil Brennan.
Really?
He has a comedy special on Netflix right now. Yeah, he's the one that wrote most of the jokes for the Chappelle show. He went to Chappelle with the idea for Chappelle show. A white guy.
again, I don't know why that matters. Tony, racist prick you.
It matters. It matters. It matters
Doesn't
because
matter.
funny is funny.
It's in the execution because I
Yes.
can write the funniest shit ever, but if you can't execute
I
it
can't.
properly, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah,
Agreed.
It's true. That's why
100%.
it made them a great team. But I think
100%.
I think knowing that is important for this BS social justice warrior barrier that's going on right now. Even though we don't feel it and we're not a part of it, it's still influential culturally because it's blasted all over the social medias. Even though it's very few of them. That's why Trump won.
Well, shit,
Okay.
like, you know,
But
that
I think
same
it's
thing,
important for
like-
us to not give a fuck about color and stuff. It's important to point it out so that people have reference, so that they know, like, hey, yeah, that guy is funny as fuck and he's white and he did a lot of these fucking jokes. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It shouldn't fucking matter. It shouldn't fucking matter, right? It shouldn't matter. Funny's
you just
funny.
say
And
that?
a word is a word. Yes. 'Cause it's a fucking word.
He does it all the time.
Yeah, he does.
It's a word.
Yeah, he does. I give
I
him
don't.
shit for it too.
Everybody that knows me knows I'm all about the peace and the love.
But like The Rock or whatever, when he was at the height of his WWE career, when he was cracking all them jokes and doing all that stuff, he had a daggone a right
Writer.
to do all that stuff, and he was white.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean nothing, but it's all
It
in
don't.
execution.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Rock developed a lot of his own ideas for his wrestling character.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Go ahead. Oh, take the floor. No, I want to hear it.
Battle, because I got the
Well, no.
guy's name. You can battle.
So Dwayne Johnson, he debuted at Survivor Series '96, and he was wearing the blue streamer costume with the mushroom haircut. And no, not like he didn't look anything like that. That's like the after
That's like
picture.
current day.
Well, that's the after picture of that crap. Before, I would love them to
got
make a
voice.
Funko of the Rocky Maivia original appearance Rock.
with the
That would be a
Jerry
good
curl.
Funko.
He
Jerry
had
curl,
like,
but-
he had like a weird
Buddha.
box Jerry curl.
But when he first started with WWF at the time, they gave him the IC title really fast, and they gave him this
Get
really
that cauliflower out of here.
yeah, they gave him that white meat babyface character, and people hated it, and they chanted for him to die. So apparently, like, he got hurt, came back, turned heel, and said, "Give me a chance to talk and be myself."
Yeah, I understand that part. That was all like in his after you said he got the injury, they brought him back. They did the Nation of Domination and everything. But I'm talking about later on when he left to do the Scorpion King and start doing all those movies and everything. He had a writer. I forget the dude's name. I can pull him up on Google. But like whenever he comes back now to do his stuff with WWE or whatever. Like when they write his jokes, he has a specific guy that only writes for him. He don't even work with WWE anymore. They bring him in so he can write specifically for The Rock.
And I know there was one night he had his lines written on his arm.
On
and
the
it was really
forearm,
obvious. Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
They
that's
made
like
fun
his
of him
first
before
game
later.
back.
They said with Cena. Yeah, when he was having his feud with Cena, and Cena did a rap saying, "If you forget your line, Dwayne, don't worry, it's all in the wrist," or something like that.
Are you taking my picture, Danielle?
She ain't taking pictures. She's looking up who's a writer for The Rock. Come on, man. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you guys could be the young Jamie of this episode.
Damn right.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, there's so many fucking people listed here. What the hell's going on? Some
I know,
bullshit.
it's too much. You gotta
Yeah,
Hey, the
It's way too
WWE, man, that's a place to go if you're a writer
Where's
trying to
that?
get a job.
It just
Hit up Vince
depends.
McMahon.
It just depends, because like they've been writing some garbage material for a while.
Is it Brian Gerwitz?
Something like I think so.
I know he's one of the people that works with him. I think he's more of a head writer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's head writer for the WWE.
Yeah. So not Rock's specialized person, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
I'm
too
not
much information
that.
on the interwebs. Who the fuck knows?
Who was this?
There's a lot of information out there.
Right?
Guess what? Guess what?
What?
What's that?
Chicken butt.
Damn it,
Ah,
he said-
chicken butt! He said chicken butt!
America.
America.
All right, man, it's hot up here.
You
I want to hear
dying?
your bullshit, Tony. God damn. Some bitch talking about it's hot up in there. We up in New York, it's freezing down here, motherfucker. Shit.
You should grow a full beard. It'll keep you warm.
Beard ain't gonna help shit right now. My fucking dick is cold.
You need to grow a beard down there too.
I gotta grow a beard on my dick.
Hell nah, man. Get them
Danielle,
deuces
you're kind of dressed like Captain Cold, actually.
Captain
Yeah,
Cold?
you look
Yeah.
like you're about to freeze somebody.
Captain.
You look like
Damn right.
she looks like Ivy. Ivy is and Mr. Freeze had a daughter.
Oh, yeah. There's my mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Frozen Ivy.
Yeah.
So Schwarzenegger
name her,
and
I would.
Permafrost.
Shit.
I would name her Ice Thorn.
Ice Thorn.
Oh.
They already have a permafrost. She's a Static Shock villain. You gotta put the bot.
Static Shock. Dang, that's an
Botany Blizzard. The
There you go.
Botany Blizzard. That's the.
Man, that sounds like some shit you get from Sonic.
yeah, can I have one of them botany blizzards?
Sonic
Oh
That's
shit.
funny.
Get some
I've only ate there
cream on
once.
My Botany Blizzard thing.
It's
Cream
Oh,
would be her
shit.
sidekick.
There you go.
Botany blizzard and whipped cream.
Yep.
got a
In the
whip.
streets.
It's Ray. He's got a whip and he creams all the time. Can't help it.
I can see
Stop
that.
at the whip.
I
Stop
can
at the
fucking
whip.
see that. Oh shit.
So now it sounds like whipped cream would be the sidekick to the shit man we were talking about.
It's like
God.
diarrhea shit, so
I
it's
think-
called cream.
Jay, I think we just came up with your next book.
That's it.
That's your next book right there.
I would probably call this like Stoned Academy, where like the crappy music go. So
Yeah.
you're a stoned man instead of next man.
It could be like,
Stone Man.
it could be
Just
the
like
Crappy
the really
Chronicles.
underachieving people with
Oh,
powers who
shit.
got kicked out of the Xavier school.
We're all podcasters.
Yes, they all get on podcast and complain about how they got kicked out of the Xavier school and came to the Stone school.
So we'd
That's
be
right.
like, we'd be that version of Legends of Tomorrow then. So
Yeah, it could be like the Chronic Chronicles.
the Chronic Chronicles.
Legends of Tomorrow, I have actually found that it's had a Doctor Who feel to it. And we were talking about David Tennant earlier as Kilgrave.
Yeah.
It's got the fun and the charm with superheroes.
Yep.
I don't know. What's that show?
Legends of Tomorrow. I started watching it because it had the guys from Prison Break.
It had the sub-characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sub-characters of the Arrow.
I don't know
Yeah.
that
Legends is
one.
very strong on the ensemble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Some of the
I
act that
stuck with it.
the fucking dude, what's his name? Freeze or no? Yeah, Freeze. Captain Freeze or whatever his name is.
Captain Cold, Leonard
Cold.
Snart.
He's Leonard Snark's that guy.
Coming back.
So bad. He acts like he's reading from the comic book and the things that he says in that show. They're so cheesy.
Hold on.
I thought it was meant to be that way, though, like to sound like the comic book.
I do think that it doesn't have more of a feel of Doctor Who. It has less of a feel of that and more of a feel of the other one with the gay guy that sort of spun off of Doctor Who. What's
gay
his
guy
name?
from Doctor Who.
He's a gay character, maybe not off of Doctor Who. I think he merged in with Doctor Who. What's his name?
Oh yeah, that's
we
that's
watched
what
that show.
Guys do. They merge into each other.
No. Hold on, bear with me
That's called homosexual sex.
I'm terrible with names, but we watched the show. It was a guy. He was like a space captain, and he fucking for Christ's sake.
Oh yes! Oh my God!
What's the name of that show?
Tower.
Harkness.
No.
Harkness.
Harkness. It was Jack Harkness.
Jack
Captain
Harkness.
Jack Harkness.
Yes. And
Yes.
it was. Oh my gosh! I can't think of it. They would go
it was
into
on
this
BBC.
tower. And
He had a thing.
oh my God!
And he had a tower in Britain, UK, in the center. He was a part of this intergalactic policing thing or
Yeah,
something,
exactly.
right?
He had Doctor Who's hand in his jar.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Thank you. He did spin off
Yes.
of
I
Doctor Who.
don't remember this at all.
Oh my God, dude!
It's a David Tennant. It's one of David Tennant's episodes, and he
Yes.
shows up and he has a wristwatch that allows him to hop to
Wherever.
time warp like the phone box does. But it's like are they called
Boom.
Huh?
The
What
name.
was it?
Oh shit!
Torchwood.
Torchwood. Yes,
Yep.
that was the name of the organization. That was like the Earth's version of like
Yeah.
the FBI,
Yep.
intergalactic FBI. Yeah. So it's good. It's a good.
And then, kind of like a
ahead.
Men in Black kind of thing, or
Yeah, sort of. It still had all the weird sci-fi creatures, kind of like Doctor Who does.
Correct.
And they maintained the British cheesy, not doing CGI, keeping it real, or like they made the faces, and it's not the greatest. Like the mole people. Isn't that what they're called? The mole people?
I think
Terrible
so.
creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman fought the mole people, didn't he?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know
Superman
much about
versus the
that.
mole
so-
people was like one of the
Dude,
original Superman films.
That's so old. Yeah.
He fought
Like
like
mole
silent
people.
movies.
What if we had mole people? What if we found out there's
Can't
people
prove that
living?
We don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, what if? What if it's
That's like
real?
well, there was a society of subterranean
moles.
humans that
Yeah.
evolved in the time machine, H.G. Wells.
Yeah.
In the distant future, humanity had evolved between the nice people on the surface and the Morlocks under the surface. Did you see the movie where he goes and meets the Sam Neill Morlock and he tells him why he can't change the past? And it was, that was how they said our future. H.G. Wells says that's our future, to be in two different groups of humans, above and below.
It's gonna happen.
don't
The
know if that
Republicans
was
and the Democrats.
I was about to say, I didn't know if it was a metaphor for something or not, but Morlocks
it's-
show up a lot in Futurama and other series too.
Now,
remember
Alex
Morlocks.
Jones actually talks about Morlocks as well. So I've been listening to Alex Jones a lot lately, and he uses really strong words that'll throw the common person off and make them not want to listen. But if you dig into the meaning of those words like psychic vampires and fucking Morlocks, and you understand the meaning of them, then you start understanding what he's saying. And that's why I've been binge watching them. And Morlocks are the corporate overtakers, the people that are trying to control the government. They're trying to manipulate the world government, and all that stuff. He references them as like Morlocks and psychic vampires. The over 1,000 people caught up in the Pizzagate scandal. He calls those psychic vampires. That's why they're in government, because they psychically suck the life force from the children to get to power and all that stuff. Although it's they're just creepy fucking pervs.
Are you talking about the Catholic Church again?
I'm saying some of us is gonna stay here and some of us is gonna go to Mars. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know how we got
going to
there. All of a
Uranus.
sudden, you were creepy fucking pervs. Now we're going to Mars.
Yeah. Because basically what's happening is we're dividing into two types of people in this world.
Black and
The
white.
rights and the lefts. The black and the whites. Like, it's got to be this way or it's got to be this way. There's no middle ground people anymore. And I would say the left is going to outer space and the right is going to stay here.
So it's going to be Elysium with Matt Damon.
Yes. There
which
you
will
go.
be great because then we'll have Martians and Earthlings, and we won't have race anymore. It'll just be planetary.
What if women really are from? What if women are really are from Venus,
We can go back home.
and we're
I
from
don't think
Mars?
they could stand on the surface of Venus.
What if they were a different? What if they?
fall in?
Or you would melt, or I
Melt,
don't know,
I would-
but
You would melt.
would
The pressure of the
burst into
gases are
flames.
flying around at like 40,000 miles per second or something. You would get obliterated.
Oh yeah,
once you touch
immediately.
the atmosphere.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It's still better than Mercury. So that would make Venus like the Alabama of the solar system, because
Yes.
in Alabama we just keep saying, at least we're not Mississippi.
I want to be Pluto. 'Cause nobody likes
Mercury
Pluto.
being the Mississippi of the solar system.
I'm going to Nibiru. That's it. Nibiru.
Mercury.
Nibiru. Nibiru.
Nibiru. Nibiru.
Nicholas. I'm going Nicholas. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
No nipples.
No
Fuck it.
nipples.
Shit's pointless anyways.
Oh, he said you got no nipples.
Oh, dinner plate areola ass.
And those really exist, you guys. Those exist.
What, areolas?
We know
Dinner
that,
plate
Tony.
versions.
We know.
Talking about dinner plate ones that are like, ah, and you're just like,
It looked like a record, like a turntable. You could just.
Is that that your situation, Tony? Is that what's going on down there?
no. I got like, what do I got? Not me personally. I don't know. I don't know the reference size, but bigger than a pepperoni?
Oh,
Bigger than the
just
pepperoni.
the pepperoni is pretty large. Pepperoni about like this.
That's bigger than that. Pepperoni, a good pepperoni's like,
He talking about California pepperoni, man.
Get contact off of that smoke.
y'all getting high.
Like,
Oh, man.
I think something wrong with the screen. I'm like, what's going on?
He'd be like, wiping the screen off, like, no, go away. What are you doing? All I
Like,
know,
they got a fire at their house.
Hold on.
Why doesn't help?
this whole podcast, by the way, me and Rob been fucking around with our hands, pointing at people and poking,
Yeah.
and Jay Sandlin just sitting there like nothing's going on. He don't even acknowledge it.
Nope.
True professional, just straight focused.
Yeah, you're like, God
No,
damn
I'm
it.
actually, or it could be that I'm 3 sheets to the wind, so I don't know.
Tony dies
God
every
damn it.
now and again. Tony starts laughing his ass off, like, "What the fuck is going on over there?" And Jay just staring straight forward, like, "I don't know what's going on over there."
You think about how to put that damn mount together.
Yeah,
YouTube and video tutorials.
Like IKEA step 1, step 3.
Dude, hey, you know how I mounted my monitor on the wall by finding the what are they called?
The stud.
I found 2 studs, right? And then
Were they good looking?
I screwed. Yes, they had nice studs. I put 2 big screws into it,
yeah, of course you
into
did.
them, with a 2x4. I did a
Damn
2x4,
right.
and then I mounted my mount onto that 2x4
Damn right, yeah, you gave it to him.
because I problem solve. If I can't get it to work, I'm gonna fucking make it work.
Well, hold on. So hold
Yeah.
on, Tony. So you saw
Good
two
work,
big,
PS.
you saw 2 big studs. You put your screw
Yeah.
into them, and then you
Yes,
were like,
with a
"Yeah, I'm
2x4.
problem solving. That's what I do." I get it. I mean,
'Cause they
listen,
wanted-
I would do the same thing.
You have to.
Yeah, but
Gorilla
it's,
glue, duct tape. That's how you make that shit work.
I could see Tony actually doing this. Tony would get out a fucking one of them air compressor nail guns, put the TV up on the wall, and just start shooting nails into that motherfucker. You don't give a shit.
Yeah, if I really got pissed off and I was tired of it, yeah, I would definitely do that.
Be like, all right, this is the
Fuck
part of the
this
TV
shit.
where they have no electronics in it.
By the way, Tony,
Yeah.
we haven't gotten an update on your pig in a couple episodes
Yeah,
here. What's going
how's
on
your
with the
pig
pig?
doing? Did you eat it yet?
Oh, no, I'm not gonna eat it. Unless we hit hard times, unless the world goes to shit. Yeah, I'll probably eat it, but what?
See, there, I mean, you ain't even got to eat the pig like all at once either. I mean, you can just kind of slice a little bit of fat off the back and like fry that up one day.
Yeah, bacon.
Little fat back.
You can the fat back.
My pig is
I
lean.
love bacon. I was just talking today about how bacon is one of my favorite things, and it goes with so many things, whether it's breakfast or hamburgers and pizza. I love bacon on everything.
My youngest kid eat bacon by the pound. She walk around with fistful of bacon when she go to my
God damn.
house.
Better make sure she's getting that coconut oil and fucking other oils. She's gonna get clogged arteries and shit.
Sounds like a
song.
Sounds like a Western animated movie with pigs as cowboys.
Sounds like a rock album.
Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah.
It sounds like a rock album.
So wait.
Magnificent bacon.
Magnificent bacon.
So Tony, how big is your pig now?
If I were to put it on this table, it'd be like this big.
Oh, she's still a
It'd be
baby.
the width of this. Yeah, I got her. She was probably like this big. So she's growing about a half a foot.
Have I ever told you No, I was gonna say, have I ever told you my pig story? Like when I lived on a farm with my uncle?
No.
Okay.
Was his name Old McDonald?
No. It could have been though. I don't. You know what? To be honest, his name was Jim. But point is, I lived there and I raised pigs like Tony's from when they were babies. They were little piglets. Okay, there were three of them.
Yeah.
They were at the time when
Did you have
we
to raise them about how high?
No, I didn't mean that. I mean like I fed them and grew them up. I growed them up all good. Like
He growed them.
These fucking pigs were like my pets. I love these pigs. I fed them every morning. I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go feed them when I was a little goddamn ass kid. So anyway, I go out there, I feed them. This goes on for about a year and a half, 2 years. Then one day he's like, "Oh, we're gonna load the pigs up in this, the back of this pickup truck and whatever." And I'm like, "Okay, what for?" He's like, "Just do what I tell you." And I'm like, "All right." So we take the pigs.
All right, everybody. So this was a very complicated recording. And at that point of the story, Ray's equipment stopped recording his end. Because that's the way we got this whole thing going on. So we lost about 20 minutes or so of material. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this story for Ray. What happened was he helped raise those pigs. And then one day, his uncle or grandpa, whoever the guy was, if you listen back, you'll know who it is because you'll have heard it. Okay, sorry, I'm getting carried away. Took him to watch the pigs that he raised be slaughtered right in front of him. Slit their throats. Right in front of him. Wow. That'll fuck a kid up, huh? Or not. I don't fucking know. But anyways, also my audio, what happened is Ray was recording the Skype call and I was recording myself. B-Rob was recording himself and Ray recorded himself. We had to have a recording of the Skype for Jay Sandlin because he didn't have a way to record. That's why there's that echo. I tried my damnedest to get rid of it. I couldn't get rid of it. It was hard. Yeah, and I'm spending a lot of time up here going crazy. But if you guys enjoyed that episode, I thought it was pretty funny. But I'm biased, so go ahead, go to iTunes, subscribe, rate 5 stars, leave a review. Share it with your friends. And just get it out there.
What up, everybody? It's Razor.
Appreciate
this
it.
Is Fear.
And
All right, guys.
NBI.
And we are Fifth Cast, the premier show of the FYFC Podcast Network.
We like to talk. Hell, we'll talk about anything.
World events and personal stories.
Technology and pop culture.
And once even, pterodactyl porn. Seriously, that's a thing. Google it.
New episodes are available every Friday on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. Also, subscribe to the video podcast on youtube.com/FYFC podcasts.
I'm not sure why you were yelling, but that was excellent.
Now fuck your face and back to the show.
We said normal voice.
I like that one.